So Fort Loramie and Hicksville will battle it out for the Division IV state championship starting at 10 a.m. at Huntington Park in Columbus. We move to Division III now, where Coldwater making its 20th state appearance and trying to get on to Saturday's final at 1 o'clock for Division III. This one brought to you by Wabash Mutual Telephone Company, supporting Mercer County athletics. Thanks to Wabash for bringing these highlights. Minford trying to stand in the way of the Cavaliers getting to the state championship. Bottom of the first, men on first and second, 2 outs. The Cavs' Jack Mullenkamp hits it to second. Minford can't get the out. Sam Broering scores. 1-0 Orange just like that. Still bottom of the first, 2 outs. Bases loaded for Seth Miller. He drops it into left field. That brings in 2 runs. 3-0 Coldwater jumping out in front. And it's Jacob Harding's turn. He drops one into center field for another base hit. Here comes Mullenkamp around third and head first sliding into home. Another run for Coldwater. Still bottom 1. 2 outs. Harding's goes for the steal. Nobody covering second. Miller scores. Minford would finally get out of the inning, but not before surrendering 5 runs. Bottom of the second, not much different. Broering hits one into center field. That gets the Cavs started. He's on base with a single. Later, it's Mullenkamp. And Minford ruined the day. They pitched to Mullenkamp. Base hit. You know, Broering's got wheels. The quarterback makes it 6-0 Coldwater. They're loving Huntington Park in Columbus. Now runners at second and third for Alex Worms. Ground ball up the middle. That's trouble for the defense. Coldwater scores 2 more runs. It's 8-0 after 2. We go to the third. Noah Miller hits the line drive up the middle. There's runners at first and second for Coach Harlemert's team. And it's Broering again. Had quite the day at the plate. Actually hits this one off the grip of his bat. Still drops fair. Bases are loaded for Coldwater, and once again they come through in the clutch. Jacob Wenning hits one towards third. The throw to first is high. Another error. That brings home the run to make it 9-0 Cavaliers. Runners at second and third now for the senior Nathan Grunden. Grounder to third. Minford, you guessed it, they don't make a play for the first. Coldwater retreats the second. Run scores 10-0 Orange. Bottom 4, Cavaliers approaching the run rule in the state semifinal. Joey Welsh off all the way to the wall. Ross Weigel scores. 11-0 Coldwater, hustling all the way home and safely. Top 5, Coldwater 3 outs away from moving on to Saturday in a run rule fashion. Grunden the heads up catch at third. So 1 down. Then it's Mitch Niekamp catching the pop fly. Puts Coldwater 1 out away from winning this one in 5 innings. And Brad Gear, 1 pitch away from being pulled by his coach, picks off the man at first. Coldwater's moving on to the Division III state championship game on Saturday.
Well, it's never easy. I think we come this far, tribute to our senior group of players that, Brad Gear got a great start, 4th on the mound, very efficient game, but I think through our lineup, our seniors stepped up big all the way through. Huge first thing, I think. I think you can tell our guys ready to play in the process of that team toughness coming here. And I don't know if they were a little nervous, but our guys sure weren't. I think we've been here enough to experience this, and it's about our toughness and our seniors playing way well. It's a lot. These kids here were 8th grade, 7th grade. We play here in 14, so I think they believe and play. Our summer team, our program. The bottom line is our program is huge. I think they believe in that, and that bottom line is they want to come play for this and our team and this facility, so it's great. He was coming out at 50, so the bottom line is, not to be, too mean, but that pickoff play, poor guy, but it's like, the bottom line is we came and win 2 games. We won the first one, so now a matter of us coming back and playing Saturday.
Well, we knew we were getting a lefty late in the week, so we really focused on waiting on the ball and driving the ball to right field. And once we started driving the ball right field, we just got a couple base runners, and then the momentum kicked in, and we just came with energy, and that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to come with energy and get on them early. Oh, it's awesome watching that 2014 state title. A lot of us were here, and it's just a great feeling. And we know we got 1 game left, so 7 innings, leave it all out on the line. And we're going to do the same thing, come with energy, get on them early. That's the goal, and see where it takes us.
Coach just tells me to throw things in there and throw strikes, and that's what I did because I trust my defense. And it seemed like everything they were hitting today was just kind of like, finding one of our fielders. And, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. But today definitely worked out in our favor. Yeah, that was the reason why we called that pick play towards the end, just in case if that batter fouled a couple off or something like that. So being at 50 or under, whatever it was, I'm definitely in relief for Saturday now. Winning the state championship for our community would be definitely pretty huge. There's not a lot of guys on this team other than like football players who, have won a state title, but we definitely knew we had a shot coming into this thing, and now that we're here, it's kind of surreal. Definitely got a lot of work to put in because these next two teams that are playing are pretty good, so we got a lot of work to do yet.
So Coldwater makes it a third Northwest Ohio team playing for a state baseball championship on Saturday, as they will have the first pitch at 1 p.m. Thanks, as always, to Wabash Mutual Telephone Company for supporting Coldwater and all Mercer County athletics.